Coordinate conversion. In polar coordinate, we write r comma theta. In rectangular coordinate, we write x comma y. There is a way to convert back and forth from polar to rectangular, which is written in green, and then from rectangular to polar, that is written in orange. So written in green, let's do one example for each. So we have x equals to r cosine theta, y equals to r sine theta. That's how you go from polar to rectangular. Given a point in polar, phi comma pi over 6, and then I will write x is equals to r cosine pi over 6, and then that is phi times cosine pi over 6, that is a root 3 over 2, that is a phi root 3 over 2, and then y is equals to phi, and then sine pi over 6, that is equals to phi times sine pi over 6 is 1/2, that is a phi over 2, and then my x comma y is, this is a phi root 3 over 2 comma phi over 2, and that is in quadrant 1. So using an xy plane, you can approximate this a little bit, and then you can easily find out that that is in quadrant 1. How about in the polar graph? We have a phi comma pi over 6, right? So that is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pi over 6 is right there, so you go to phi, and then you go to pi over 6. And then remember, point only, no trail. I keep the trail is for you, easier for you to keep track of what I am doing. Because when you turn in your work, you are supposed to have 1 point only. Okay, that is also in quadrant 1 as well. Let's go to the orange. The orange is from rectangular to polar, from x comma y to r comma theta, and then you have to use this formula. Tangent theta is equals to y over x, and then you also need to determine the quadrant of theta. Given a rectangular coordinate, so this one you can easily decide what the quadrant is, determine what the quadrant is, and then the polar must be in the same quadrant. And then other than the tangent, we have x squared plus y squared equals to r squared. Okay, what is this? X squared plus y squared equals to r squared. We have a circle, and then we have a center. From the center to a point on the circle, this is x comma y, and then this is r. And then that is the x units to the right hand side, and then y units up to create this right triangle x y, and then this is the 90 degree. So using Pythagorean theorem, x squared plus y squared is equals to r squared. So let me give you a rectangular coordinate. So given, let me give you a negative root 3 comma 1. X is negative, y is positive, that is in quadrant 2. Okay, I got x and y, and then I will do a tangent. Theta is equals to y divided by x, that is equals to 1 over negative root 3. So this number is not on the unit circle. So what I am going to do is, I will look at my unit circle. In quadrant 2, again, look at your unit circle. In quadrant 2, which point has x coordinate? The x coordinate has a root 3 in it. Take a look. If you have a unit circle right next to you, take a look. Or you pause the video, go take a look. Unit circle, quadrant 2. Which point has an x coordinate with a negative root 3 in there? And then you will see that the one with a negative root 3, the x coordinate is actually negative root 3 over 2. And then the y coordinate is equals to 1/2. So you cancel out the 2, and then you get back to this. And then that angle is a phi pi over 6. Phi pi over 6 is in quadrant 2. Rectangular in quadrant 2, polar is in quadrant 2. So now you got the theta. And then what is the r? The r is using x squared plus y squared equals to r squared. And then the x is negative root 3 square plus y square is equals to r square. And then you have a 3 plus 1 equals to r square. and then r is equals to 4. R squared is equals to 4, and then r is equals to 2. Okay, how about not r equals to -2, because that is not going to give you quadrant 2. Okay, let's do the graph. Okay, I should move the graph up, maybe right there. So we have a 2. So this is how about this? Let's do let's make the graph bigger. How about we do a 0, 1, and then a 2. 3 steps for a 1, 3 steps for 2. Okay, and then you have to rotate to 5 pi over 6. So you go to 2, and then you go to 5 pi over 6. So this is 2, and then this is 5 pi over 6. 2, 5 pi over 6. All right, that is in quadrant 2. What about -2? If we do a -2, because the angle cannot be changed. If you do a -2, so that will be a -1, 3 steps, right? That is hold on. Let me redo it. That is -1, 2, 3, -1, 1, 2, 3, -2. And then if you go a 5 pi over 6, then you will have to for 5 pi over 6, you have to go counterclockwise. Then you have to go this way, 5 pi over 6. So that is a 1 pi over 6, a 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 5 pi over 6. That will be right here. That will be right here. You have to go one quadrant, and then you start at 2 steps before the second quadrant. So you have to go all the way right here, which is not in quadrant 2. So that's why this is the only correct answer. R is equals to 2. Theta is equals to 5 pi over 6. That is the only correct answer. All right, so this is the end of this video. And then in this video, once again, we have polar coordinates, rectangular coordinate. This is how you convert back and forth from polar to rectangular, from rectangular to polar. Make sure you check the quadrant because they are always consistent. Okay, so that is the end of this video. And then in the next video, how about this? This time we learn how the point works. And then in the next video, let's do some polar equation and rectangular equation. I will see you there.